Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know news and weather as you start your day.
South Dakota will assist in the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's actions to keep America safe.
Both Governor Larry Rhoden and Attorney General Marty Jackley toured the southern border this week and have asked the federal government for permission to allow DCI agents and the Highway Patrol to help with enforcement in the state, with an emphasis on violent criminals and drug dealers.
It has been a breath of fresh air to see firsthand the men and women in law enforcement, to be here with my colleagues, state attorney generals, and to see federal, state, and local authorities working together to make America safe again.
While at the border, Governor Rhoden also spent Tuesday visiting South Dakota National Guard troops in Eagle Pass, Texas.
The 109th Engineer Battalion is currently stationed at the border.
A McLaughlin man is headed to prison after pleading guilty to assault.
A judge sentenced 38-year-old Norman Redlegs to 4.5 years behind bars, followed by 3 years of supervision. In March of last year, a woman woke up to Redlegs punching her in the face.
When she asked him to stop, Redlegs hit the woman in the knees with a pot. The woman was in a wheelchair for several weeks.
A Sioux Falls man is behind bars, accused of stealing a pickup and fighting the owner.
56-year-old Charles Jordan is charged with robbery and aggravated assault. In July of last year, court documents say a man reported that his pickup was stolen from a gas station on Marion Road.
The victim told police that he found the pickup about an hour later and jumped in the bed of the truck as it drove away. Court documents say he broke the back window and fought the people inside.
Documents say Jordan hit the victim with a wrench multiple times. The victim was eventually able to get Jordan and the other passengers out of the truck by punching them in the face.
In court on Wednesday, a judge set his bond at $10,000, cash only.
Now let's get a check of the weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, everybody. We are following cool temperatures today. Numbers able to reach the 60s, warmer than what we've had over the past couple of days due to the cloud and the rain. But we'll see sunshine today, 63 degrees in Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, 62 in Pierre, and 64 in Rapid City with light northerly winds. And Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A man has speared the new record for black crappie in South Dakota.
Game Fish and Park says Brock Barr set the new state record for black crappie in the unrestricted category.
The 2-pound black crappie was speared in Blue Dog Lake.
Meanwhile, a viewer sent us this picture of a hen and her ducklings in Cherry Rock Park in Sioux Falls. You can see what appears to be an albino duck swimming with her ducklings near the shore.
The viewer says this picture was taken from the Cliff Avenue Bridge. If you have any pictures of the wildlife in your area, you can send them to ushare@keloland.com.
A number of bicyclists slowly rolled through downtown Sioux Falls in silence last night as part of the worldwide event known as the Ride of Silence.
The Ride of Silence started in 2003 in Dallas, and it was a guy that was actually hit by a school bus, and he died. And that happened at the beginning of May. And then 10 days later, a bunch of his friends got together, and there were 1,000 people that all rode their bikes 2 by 2 in complete silence to honor the cyclist that had been killed.
The event is hosted locally by Falls area bicyclists, an advocacy group with a focus on bike safety and culture.
You can hear from cyclists about the keys to staying safe on the road with this story on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather picture today, well, the big story is the warmer weather and also the sunshine going with that. We've had some patches of clouds, but overall the cloud cover today will be thinning, and that'll allow those rays of sun to do their job here, and temperatures will respond back to the 60s for daytime highs, at least 60 to 65 for the vast majority of the region. Now tonight we have yet again another chance of rain showers developing. Western central South Dakota, probably a little bit east of Rapid, is where a lot of that will break out there. So right along the Missouri River Valley Friday morning. Sioux Falls could get a chance of a shower with this, but temperatures are still in the 60s where it's a little rainy and the clouds are thicker. We're stuck in the 50s tomorrow, much of the afternoon again from Pierre to Chamberlain to Mitchell. So we're not quite done yet with some of this cool weather. How about the weather outlook for Saturday? Well, I think a couple takeaways here. We've got, first of all, an area of rain that'll develop in southwest South Dakota. That's been showing pretty consistent signals here for us in that central area or southwestern area. And then also on the eastern flank of all of this, we've got some nicer numbers from Sisseton to Sioux Falls, at least up in the mid-60s on Saturday. We might even be pleasantly surprised to get a couple numbers near 68 or 69 on Saturday afternoon. So yes, it's not a washout weekend. It's, you're going to find some time here to do some grilling, do some outdoor things. If you have graduations going on too, there's definitely some decent weather. But let's look ahead to Sunday. We've got more rain redeveloping again in the southwestern part of South Dakota. And it looks like the totality of the rain is really going to make a difference in that area. This is a different model, a little bit broader perspective, but you'll notice the rain initially on Friday in central South Dakota, kind of reorganizing into Kansas and Oklahoma. But here we go again, another zone of convergence across western Nebraska, southern South Dakota. And that's going to take us into the last half of Memorial Day weekend. I think that eventually this upper level low will actually circulate getting into Memorial Day, and that actually could push some more moisture to the north. And obviously, we'll keep an eye on that for your plans on Memorial Day itself. But if that's the story here, that's going to have a tendency to kind of slow down the warming, and we'll see where that goes next. But that's kind of the player at hand before we kind of dry things out going into the last few days of the month of May. But a lot of things here yet to watch in the forecast, and certainly we've got some shower chances this weekend. We'll end on our 7-day forecast after 63 today, a 40% chance of a shower tomorrow, Sioux Falls, and a high of 62. If you're in Yankton and west of Mitchell, your chance is even higher. Saturday looks like we'll build in at least a chance of some sunshine in mid-60s. I'm not opposed to that rain chance on Sunday, but Monday, that's definitely another period to watch. That might actually go up with the rain chance in Sioux Falls there early next week. Aberdeen, you're also in the conversation of a little bit of rain chances here and there, but it's more limited. The Northeast, if you're going to average things out, is probably the driest area and the longest segments of drier weather. Pierre and Rapid City. Now here we go. We're going to go with a good chance of rain tomorrow. Little lesser chance on Saturday. A lot of that's in southwest South Dakota. But then we get into Sunday and Monday, and absolutely there could be more batches of showers that try to move through. And it's not just a little bit of rain. The projections south of Rapid City are at least 1 to 2 inches of rain through Monday. That's a big deal. More details online at KETHLAND.com.